The third Inter-Collegiate Quiz and Debate Competition. I love the energy already. This is your moderator. My name is Rejoice Devekeme. Welcome to it. Today we have another set of fantastic, amazing schools that are lined up for the three categories. We have Group M, Group N, and Group O. And I can't wait to find out the schools in those categories. For Group M, let's find out the distinguished schools. We have Bench Hill School. We also have Oyo-Ekòró Secondary School. Also coming through is Wingate Model School. And then finally for Group N, we have Shekoff High School. Wonderful, amazing. I'm super glad to have everyone here. You who's watching from wherever it is that you are across our social media platforms. That's at Atlantic Media and TV. We're super glad to have you on board. Please keep watching, drop a like, drop a comment. Let's know how you're feeling about the competition in general, where you're viewing from, who you're rooting for, who you think is going to wear the intellectual crown at the end of the day. And of course, to my amazing audience live in studio, I celebrate you. Let's celebrate you. Okay, we can't carry on for the debate without announcing or introducing our very delectable, distinguished panel of judges. Coming through as the chief judge, we have none other than Mrs. Oyo-Ekòró. We also have, as the only man amongst the amazing women, Comrade Aje Adaronkare. And then we also have Mrs. Jane Tosan Ibiayi Pribo Samuel. Wonderful. We're about to hit the stage and, of course, drop it like it's hot right about now. But first up, first things first, we have to listen to the guidelines and, of course, the rules of engagement from our judges.
Use of mobile phones are highly prohibited. Cheating leads to immediate disqualification. Proper decorum must be maintained by participants and teachers. Specific debate topics and motions will only be sent a week before participants' session. Participants will be given 10 minutes to speak for their team, 7 minutes for lead speaker, and 3 minutes for supporting speaker. A countdown will begin 1 minute before the participant is notified to stop speaking. Exceeding of time limit by participants lead to deduction of marks. Judges are only expected to give their remark after each session alongside score points must be judged based on stage presence, confidence, time management, neatness, intellectual ability, public speaking, and presentation skills. Audience are only permitted to chair after the presentation is concluded or indicated by the moderator. This is to ensure that participants are not distracted. The panel of judges, including
Thank you so much to our amazing judge going on there. That is the chief judge, Mrs. Oyo-Ekòró, giving us the guidelines. I believe that we're ready and we're set. We're ready for you as well. The stage is set. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get ready for some intellectual showdown right about now, but a little icebreaker. How are you guys feeling? Oh my, they smile. Silence. Very loud. Okay, now you're in Group M. What does M signify or mean for you?
Modesty.
Modesty. I like the sound of that one. Okay. Miracle. Miracle. No, they tired. Jeez. Okay, alrighty then. I like that as well. How about you?
Marvelous.
Marvelous. Okay.
Majestic.
Majestic. Oh, come on now. Let's bring it in. M means wonderful things. We're rooting for you, we're proud of you, and we can't wait to find out how you're going to deliver on your presentations. All right, everyone, let's do this. Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready? Yes. Let's make a warm welcome for the lead speaker for Bench Hill School.
Today, we gather to discuss a crucial topic. Do traditional institutions still have a place in modern governance? As the great philosopher Julius Nyerere once said, a nation's culture resides in the hearts and souls of his people. I firmly believe that traditional institutions such as the Warri Kingdom, headed by His Royal Majesty Ogiame Atuwatse III, the Olu of Warri, embody this cultural heritage and plays a vital role in modern governance. With this I say, good day the moderator, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, audience, and of course, viewers at home. My name is Oyo-Ekòró, a student of Benshi School, and I'm here to proudly and strongly support the motion which states traditional institutions are they still relevant in modern governance? Traditional institutions are systems of governance, social organizations, and cultural practices that are rooted in the customs, traditions, and history of a particular community or society. These institutions, which are passed down from generation to generation, play a significant role in shaping the identity, values, and norms of a community. Traditional institutions are essential for preserving cultural heritage and community development. They provide a sense of identity and belonging, which brings about social cohesion and democratic development. One of the key reasons why traditional institutions remain relevant is their ability to provide cultural identity and flexibility. The Olu of Warri, for instance, has demonstrated its ability to work with modern institutions such as the Nigerian government to provide for developmental changes. A good example is the ongoing Ogiame Atuwatse Inter-Collegiate quiz and debate competition, where the Olu has taken the initiative to contribute its own quota to educational advancement and the betting of both for the nation and the world at large. How then can we play down the relevance of traditional institutions, knowing that we are doing so in a competition being organized by a traditional ruler? Moreover, traditional institutions also bring about development and social order in the grassroots level. Traditional institutions have shown their relevance in social order, conflict resolution, and peace building. In the year 2018, the Olu of Warri intervened in a long-standing dispute between the Ijaw community and the Shekiri community. The Olu of Warri helped to set a peace agreement between these two communities, and this illustrates the Olu's ability to leverage its traditional authority to address modern societal challenges. But I ask you, my dear opponents, can we truly afford to dismiss the wisdom and experience of our traditional institutions? As the Nigerian proverb says, when an old man dies, a library burns to the ground. By embracing traditional institutions, we can tap into this wealth of knowledge and experience, ensuring that our modern institutions are informed by the rich cultural heritage of our community. Let us not be put in a condition where we must have to choose between our cultural heritage and modern development. Traditional institutions have been the backbone of our societies for centuries, providing a framework of cultural, social, and economic organization. These institutions, which include customs, traditions, and practices passed down from generation to generation, play a vital role and significant role in shaping the identity and values of our community. Despite the rapid modernization and globalization of the world, traditional institutions continue to hold great significance and importance to many communities. A good example is how the Olu of Warri has helped to preserve the cultural heritage of its people, education and healthcare, and infrastructural development. The Olu of Warri has shown its relevance and dedication to the welfare and development of its people through this initiative and many others. After all, the Olu of Warri once said that peace is not just the absence of war, but the presence of justice, equity, and harmony among our people. In addition to that, Oba Oyo-Ekòró, the renowned Oba of Ibarra land, once said that traditional institutions are not mere relics of the past, but living dynamic forces which can be used to shape our present and future. The role of traditional institutions is not to resist change, but to ensure that change is deeply rooted in the values and customs of our community. Traditional institutions are the guidance of our cultural heritage. We must learn to strengthen them and not weaken them. They are the sources of wisdom, sources of experience, sources of knowledge. We must listen to them. We must learn from them. The role of traditional institutions help to preserve and promote peace, justice, and human rights, whereas the government aren't really concerned about the people. And that is the more reason why we need our traditional institutions. Queen Elizabeth II once said, "Traditional institutions are a real vital part of our shared heritage, providing a sense of identity and stability in a rapidly changing world." I know my opponents will argue that traditional institutions are incompatible with modern human rights, obstacles to progress, and most of all irrelevant. I will counter that traditional institutions highlight the importance of cultural heritage, connect traditional institutions to broader developmental goals and challenges, and emphasizes the need for modernization. Governments comes and go, but traditions stay from generations to generations. Nigeria have moved from military system to democratic system, and from the PDP to APC-led government. This shows a change of governmental ideas. So I ask again, why talk down of stability over a system that can change? Thank you.
Opening up the floor for us, we've had the lead speaker from Bench Hill Schools right now. Let's make welcome the lead speaker from Oyo-Ekòró Secondary School.
Good day, Honorable Chairman, panel judges, accurate timekeepers, my co-debaters, the audience. My name is Ediaworshe Waramiye, and I'm here to object the topic which says the traditional institutions are still relevant to modern government. Firstly, traditional institutions are institutions which have been rooted in history and culture of the people. These institutions have been offering leadership to the people, but yet they still lack a clearly defined role in the modern government. The 1999 Constitution of Nigeria does not grant traditional leaders formal political power and makes them merely ceremonial. This 1999 Constitution is the most important document in Nigeria, and it does not include traditional institutions in its affairs. In modern times, traditional institutions have become mere glorified authority without proper responsibility in the development of their domain. Moreover, traditional institutions, with their lack of proper responsibility, are more of a liability than an asset to the modern government. Secondly, the modern-day system of government is popularly represented by democracy. In democracy, the people choose the leaders and power is vested on elected representatives, thereby reducing the power and authority of traditional institutions. Even some of these traditional leaders go out to vote for political leaders. Traditional institutions impose the leadership on the people, depriving the people of the power of democracy. There are always unequal power dynamics in traditional institutions. These traditional institutions often marginalize minority groups like women and youth. The rule of law states that everyone is equal and no one is above the law. But in traditional institutions, they have a class system and most of them practice nepotism. Traditional institutions are clearly breeding the nuisance in our society, often thinking high of themselves and oppressing the people in their domain. Traditional institutions are purely useless to our modern government. Thirdly, globalization and modernization have reduced the cultural significance of many traditional practices. Modernization have led to many diverse multi-ethnic communities where traditional institutions have little authority over non-indigenous residents. Traditional institutions often impose elements of pagan and superstitious practices that go against other people's religion. The Nigerian National Unity Project promotes a sense of collective identity beyond ethnic and traditional affiliations. Federal and national policies always emphasizes on equal citizenship, which reduces the rate of ethnic-based government. Fourthly, the presence of federal, state, and local government have reduced the cultural significance of traditional institutions. The modern government frameworks provide a legal and an administrative structure that bypass traditional rulers. Moreover, the younger generations are more inclined towards political activism. Social media and contemporary activism have shifted away their attention from traditional institutions. Lastly, since time immemorial, traditional institutions controlled land and local economics, but these traditional rulers are often embroiled in land disputes. They are always accused of selling communal land for personal gain. Traditional institutions take people's land that are not theirs and sell it for their own personal gain. But now, government agencies now regulate land tenure and economic activities, and since then, the economic activity of different communities has increased. State and local governments are now responsible for communal development. In conclusion, modern government always emphasize on human rights, democracy, and rule of law. My opponent, in modern government, what is the use of such institutions that still project such primitive and backward practices? I strongly believe that you all have been able to agree with me that traditional institutions are no longer relevant to modern day government. Thank you.
Wow, the floor has been officially opened as we have the lead speakers there pouring out their strong argument points. Now it's time for us to have some reinforcement from the support speakers. Let's make welcome the support speaker from Bench Hill School.
Good day, the moderator, panel of judges, accurate timekeepers, my co-debaters, audience, and of course, viewers at home. My name is Igbini Durema, student of Bench Hill Schools, standing here to support the motion that says traditional institutions are they still relevant in modern day governance. Traditional institutions have long been trusted figures who maintain peace and resolve conflict at the grassroots level. Let's take our minds back to the Niger Delta crisis when militants were challenging the central government control. It was traditional rulers like King Diete Spiff who persuaded these militants to accept the amnesty program of 2009, which therefore resolved the conflict, brought back peace to the region, preventing further bloodshed. Traditional rulers are the keepers of their cultural identity. These rulers preserve their cultures, customs, traditions, artwork, languages, festivals, and history, which defines their people's collective identity. I hope we all are aware of the Ofala festival in Onitsha. Overseen by traditional rulers, this festival doesn't only celebrate cultural heritage, but is a unifying force bringing together diverse communities. Beyond maintaining peace and order, these traditional institutions promote economic stability, providing local tourism, employment opportunities, therefore fostering community development. The Oba Ojude Festival in Ogun State is a prime example, headed by the Awujale of Ijebuland. This cultural event attracts people every year, therefore boosting local businesses and generates significant revenues. In times of crisis, be it social unrest, public health emergencies, or natural disasters, these traditional rulers act as immediate crisis managers due to their long-lasting relationships with their people. During the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent NSAS programs, these traditional rulers worked hand in hand with the government to calm public fears, pass information, and therefore provide a subsequent support for the affected communities. The attempts to institutionalize traditional institutions with a well-modernized and centralized government have largely failed due to their relevancy. As Nelson Mandela once said, our traditions are the backbones of our societies and must be preserved. Justice Wendell Oliver once said, and I quote, "Historic continuity with the past is a duty and not a necessity. We must do it because it is our tradition and we must preserve it." Henry Colbert Lodge once said, "The tradition of a nation are its lifeblood, and therefore we must preserve them because it is essential." Thank you.
Reinforcing their points there, that's the support speaker from Bench Hill School. Now it's time for us to make welcome the support speaker from Oyo-Ekoro Secondary School.
Good day, Mr. Chairman. Order and other protocols observed. I am Nana Precious Ebikambere from Oyo-Ekoro Secondary School, SS1B. And today we gather to discuss the irrelevance of traditional institutions in modern governance. Traditional institutions in Nigeria such as monarchies, chieftaincy system, council of elders, once played a central role in governance. But I firmly believe that these institutions are no longer relevant, and they have been significantly diminished due to several factors. Firstly, incompatibility with democracy. Traditional institutions are inherently undemocratic, often relying on hereditary succession and monarchies. This contradicts the fundamental principle of democracy, which emphasizes equality, representation, and accountability. In modern governance, we need an institution that reflects the will of the people and not the interest of privileged few. A report from the International Republican Institution (IRI) found out that the traditional institution in Nigeria conflict with modern democratic principles often, including the separation of power and the rule of law. And the rule of law clearly states that everyone is equal and no one is above the law. So therefore, traditional institutions, however, have a class in system. Secondly, corruption and political manipulation. Many traditional institutions have been accused of corruption, favoritism, and involvement in partisan politics. Politicians often manipulate traditional institutions for personal or political gain, eroding their credibility. Thirdly, weak enforcement powers. Traditional institutions lack the authority to enforce law, as the law enforcement is under the jurisdiction of the Nigerian police and judiciary. Their influence is mostly symbolic, with the little practical governance power. Lastly, as education and exposure. Many Nigerians educated citizens they find themselves more comfortable with constitutional institution than hereditary rule. I know my opponents may say that traditional institutions hold cultural significance and historical value. However, there are museums, archives, and cultural events which can be remembered of them rather than keeping all these outdated institutions. With these few points of mine, I hope I'm able to convince you that traditional institutions are no longer relevant in modern governance. Thank you.
A beautiful presentation going on there from the lead speakers and of course the support speakers from Bench Hill School and Oyo-Ekòró Secondary School. These debaters, they're leaving no stones unturned. They're going at it back to back. It's the Ogiame Atuwatse, the third Inter-Collegiate quiz and debate competition. Before we hear from our judges, we're going to go for a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
The Ogiame Atuwatse the third Inter-Collegiate quiz and debate competition is proudly presented by the office of the sole representative of the Olu of Warri to the NMPCL in conjunction with Kora Care Foundation and proudly sponsored by Rukotech Integrated Services Nigeria Limited and Ali Innovative Nigeria Limited. Ruth Gender Foundation. Media partners Atlantic Media and TV Group, Kora Radio, Prime Gossip Gazette, and Oyo-Ekòró TV. Ruth Gender Foundation.
I'm Ruth Edema Collins. I hold a first degree in physics electronics, a postgraduate qualification in business administration, and a nationally certified French language tutor. Career-wise, I'm an educational facilitator. I'm the managing director at Atlantic Media and TV, and I'm also a director at Rukotech Integrated Services Nigeria Limited. I'm a wife and a mother, and I like dressing up to show up. Yeah, so that's basically me. Thank you. Root Gender Foundation was inspired from my personal experiences growing up as a young girl in a typical Nigerian environment. For me, it was being different. It made people bully me, abuse me, and harass me. I was always misunderstood and underrated. Root Gender is a foundation that is dedicated to building confidence in the Nigerian girl child through educational and inspirational programs, like supporting programs that promote girl child education. We also organize physical exercises for our young girls. for the overall well-being of their mental and physical states, and also for the acquisition of self-defense skills. We also sensitize girls on laws that protect them. In our constitution, a lot of girls do not know that they have rights, that there are laws that protect their interests in Nigeria. Hence, they are vulnerable, they are living in fear, which is stopping them from reaching their full potentials. So we sensitize them on the laws that protect their interests. This, like I said, is visioned towards building confidence in the Nigerian girl child. So that is just a wrap-up of what we do at Root Gender Foundation. I would say I resonate with the struggles and the challenges of the girl child, particularly the Warri girl child. I happen to grow up in the heart of Warri. From an average background. My family is an average one, but I experienced a lot. Like I said, I was bullied, I was overlooked, I was harassed for being a different child, for daring to be different, and nobody was taking note and tapping into my potentials. So my interest for the girl child is I would love to be a voice for the girl child. They need people to believe in them. They need people to speak for them. I also want the Warri girl child to know that there is hope beyond the reef. I want them to see the bigger picture. I want them to know that they can compete on global platforms. They can compete on international platforms, and they can do very well. We have the likes of Ada Gold, or Maumi, and the rest of them. They are all competing very well on international platforms, and I know that you too can do that, and I want you to know that is why we are here. Root Gender Foundation is here to make you understand that you can actually be what you want to be.
The Ogiame Atuwatse the third Inter-Collegiate Quiz and Debate Competition.
On here for the Ogiame Atuwatse third Inter-Collegiate Quiz and Debate Competition, it's really a battle of minds right about now. This is the third stage and it's the debate stage, and of course all teams are coming through bringing their A game. It's now time for us to hear from our esteemed judges on how Bench Hill School performed, and of course Oyo-Ekòró Secondary School, how they fared for their presentations. Over to you, judges.
Okay. When Bench Hill School, the lead speaker came up very strong, and if the Oyo-Ekòró lady was a lily-livered person, she would have shrunk. But she came in slow, steady, and she still delivered her points very well. I commend you guys. You did a good job.
Truth be told, I've actually enjoyed myself. With what I saw a while ago, and it suggests to me both schools came prepared. Kudos to you, kudos to your teachers, and you've done your very bit, and I'm impressed. It reminds me of my secondary school days. I did history, and of course in one of the classes we're told that Lamrudu fell from heaven with heavy chains on his hands. Whether it's a case of historical fallacy, or it's a matter of opinion. But again, we've been told certain things today about the traditional institutions. I think the lady from Oyo-Ekòró asked the question. I'm sure after this session, the young man will have answer to the question. But anyhow, that's the essence of the competition. Well done, my leader.
Well, a good start off with the debates this morning, in a different style. But I felt my tradition was being trampled upon, which is actually a debate anyway. But they say we shouldn't be misinformed. You know what I'm talking about, yes. trying to score points, but we need to be close to the truth. Apart from that, I would like you guys to always know how to say your names. I didn't hear anybody's name when you introduced yourself. Either you were too fast or you were mumbling it. The most important thing is your name. And renowned. I think it came from you. Yes. Anyway, good debate and well done.
Well done, guys. Thanks to our esteemed judges for their feedback going on there. Now it's time for us to see what the score sheets are saying for our schools present here. For Bench Hill School, they came through with a total of 48 points. And Egbokodo Secondary School totaled 46 points. Kind of close now, isn't it? Yes, there's a battle going on there. But of course, one school has some bragging rights right about now as they're leaving. But trust me, each and every one of the participants and the debaters, they held their own. And of course, they showed forth brilliantly. Let's celebrate them one more time. You guys did fantastic. M for miracle, M for marvelous. Was it marvelous and miraculous for you? They're smiling. Okay, that's our first session for the Group M. We're going to find out if the next set of schools are going to convince you or confuse you when we return back from the break. Do well to stay with us.
The Ogiame Atuwatse the third Inter-Collegiate Quiz and Debate Competition is proudly presented by the Office of the Sole Representative of the Oyo-Ekòró to the NMPCL in conjunction with Cora Care Foundation and proudly sponsored by Rokotech Integrated Services Nigeria Limited and Ale Innovative Nigeria Limited. Ruth Gender Foundation. Media partners Atlantic Media and TV Group, Cora Radio, Prime Gossip Gazette, and Oyo-Ekòró TV.
To the glory of God, this library is hereby blessed, commissioned, and declared open for the good of humanity and for the particular betterment of our land here in Delta State through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Akorufoma imeromu ewe mumirawa o Uye mama biko meyeri kugbofo Uye bo marufe bo marufe Emoruye bo marufe o Uye bo marufe bo marufe Emoruye bo marufe o Omamu warumunu vyefe Emoru ye mebiko meyeri kugbe Ororu yeru marawane afefe bubu Orowa wivon yimegbigbe Uye bo marufe Emoru ye bo marufe
My name is Desoka, the comedy catalyst of one of Nigerian comedy.
Alright guys, back again, yes boss, my name is Osh Baby.
Ogiame Atuwatse.
Yeah, what up people, it's your boy Victor Edi.
Girl Niniola.
My name is my wife and just celebrity type man.
My papa say who won't carry cow, waka follow the cow. I know the life for you.
I see you know you're watching the Atlantic TV.
Keep watching Atlantic TV.
Atlantic TV. Keep watching Atlantic TV.
Keep watching Atlantic TV.
keep watching Atlantic TV.
Atlantic TV.
Informative, educative, interesting, entertaining.
Worldwide, international.
Don't go anywhere, I'll catch you.
Don't touch that die. Atlantic TV. Boom.
Atlantic TV, we wanna party.
Atlantic TV, culturally inclined and uniquely different.
Your future is in your hand as a student, not in the hands of your parents, teacher, or anybody. Do not allow anybody to tell you that education is a scam.
The vision of the future of the world started in 2002. Our vision is to build a world where every child is inspired to pursue their passion, reach their full potential, and contribute meaningfully to their community. Our mission is to empower the world child to embrace their unique personalities and temperaments, fostering a future of self-discovery, personal growth, and positive change.
You see, you cannot put yourself as a parent in the child. The child has to develop, find out what he or she likes most. You can be absolutely anything you want to be, whether you are a male, whether you're a female.
The friends you keep matters a lot.
So you might be addicted, that is a fact. The truth, can you leave that addiction? That is the truth.
Through the office of the sole representative of the Olu of Warri, and by the Olu of Warri, we are going to be paying for 100 SS3 students, WAEC. So if you add the 25, we're actually paying for 125 students, courtesy of His Majesty Ogiame Atuwatse III. And of course, for the Warri child, never give up. Just believe in yourself, and the sky is your limit.
He said never give up. 22 solid years he carried a dream. Wow. The future of the Warri child is indeed safe and secure.
As part of our objectives at Root Gender Foundation, we are dedicated to promoting girl-child education. Like I said, I represent the brand Warri Girl Child. I represent the brand the African Girl Child, because I have gone through the struggles from there to here. So giving 2 million to the best female participants is just a way to share them on. It's just a way to make them know that we believe in you. I believe in you. You can look up to us. We are sharing you on. It is not about the money. We believe in your potential. We want our girls to know that you are doing the right thing at the right time. You are in the right place, and this is what you should be doing. That's why we are supporting you. and we will always be here to support you. Girl child empowerment to me is enforcing laws that protect our girl child. You know, my NGO, we've been pursuing a bill that we will see to be passed. We are asking that our girls should be allowed to carry pepper spray as weapons of self-defense. Because if you look at it, our women have nothing to protect themselves. They are just there by the grace of God. So we are pursuing laws that will protect the girl child. So empowerment, girl child empowerment to me is enforcing laws that protect the girl child, educating the girl child on time and money management, financial literacy, and equipping them with self-defense skills. Also, access to quality education. This to me is girl child empowerment and nothing more. A girl child must possess effective communication skills. They should be able to communicate effectively. A girl child should be financially literate. She should know how to manage her finances, and she should also know how to manage her time. Yes. Also, most importantly, another skill is self-awareness. It's important for our girls to know who they are, to believe in themselves. That's the vision of our NGO, building confident girls that can achieve their full potentials in Nigeria. That is our NGO's vision. So yeah, those are some of the skills I believe that the girl child should possess. She needs role models. She needs people that have led that path and have made it. Our young girls need role models. That's why we have to do better. We have to do the work. We have to bridge the gap. We have to share them on like we are doing. You can achieve your dreams. First, you have to make education your best friend. Every effort you put into learning will always be there for you, to never fail you. Boys will break your heart, people will break your heart, but every effort you put towards learning anything, everything will always come through for you. So for you to achieve your dreams, look towards the right people, look towards the right direction. There are people that have achieved in that route. I will encourage you to look up to them, learn from them. That is just the way to achieve your dreams. My message to the Warri child, like I said, I represent the brand Warri Girl Child. We are letting the world know that we are not vile, we are not roused, we are educated, we compete intellectually, we have good things ahead of us. We can do it on the global platform, we can do it on the national platform, and we are everything there is to be a woman. I would encourage you, Warri Girl Child, make education your best friend. Make education your best friend. Learn new things. Learn new languages. Okay? And the sky will be your starting point. We are always here to cheer you up. Don't forget that my name is Ruth Edema Collins from Root Gender Foundation, and from all of us wishing you the best, we say keep watching Atlantic TV.
Ruth Gender Foundation.
Òrìṣà tó ṣú sábòbò, òrìṣà tó ṣú sábòbò, ọmọ wa pé o. òrìṣà tó ṣùṣà bòbò òrìṣà tó ṣùṣà bòbò ọmọ wa pè ó. náyẹ̀ tó mú pẹ́ mi níwà tó mú pẹ́ mi òṣà bòbò rẹ̀ o. nọ́mà tó mú pẹ́ mi náyẹ̀ tó mú pẹ́ mi òṣà bòbò rẹ̀ o. òrìṣà tó ṣùṣà bòbò òrìṣà tó ṣùṣà bòbò ọmọ wa pè ó. ọmọ wa pè ó. òrìṣà tó ṣùṣà bòbò òrìṣà tó ṣùṣà bòbò ọmọ wa pè ó. ọmọ wa pè ó. náyè tó mú pẹ́ mi níwà tó mú pẹ́ mi òṣà bòbò rẹ̀. òṣà bòbò rẹ̀ o. náyè tó mú pẹ́ mi níwà tó mú pẹ́ mi òṣà bòbò rẹ̀.
Ọba Ọlájà Ìwẹ̀rẹ̀, ọba tó wá ṣídìí tẹ́, ọba Olùtì, ọba Ìwẹ̀rẹ̀, ọba Ọlájà Ìwẹ̀rẹ̀, ọba tó wá ṣídìí tẹ́, ọba Olùtì wọ̀rí, ọba Ìwẹ̀rẹ̀.